Hello everybody, I am Ann Robinson. Welcome to my channel where it is awesome to be Ann and it is awesome to be you. Yes it is. Welcome to Connection to the Divine One channel, and I am back with another video, and this is going to be an impromptu video. Just me being me and coming on because something came to mind while I was looking and thinking about something else. So let me go ahead and get started. All right. I got my trusty book here. Not my book, my writing, okay? So I wrote it down. So let me get started. I was pondering on one of the most hurtful experiences that one can have in a marital relationship or a marriage. Cheating. Okay? Cheating on your husband or your wife. And I'll also add cheating within a serious monogamous relationship. While pondering on the fiasco of cheating, some words came to mind. Cheater, cheater, pumpkin eater. So, you know, me being curious, I decided to look that up because obviously this is another nursery rhyme that I have obviously heard at some time. And I tell you, these nursery rhymes are just really far out there and really not meant for children. So I just don't know how that comes to ever be. But let me go on. So it's related to a poem on nursery rhyme, and it goes like this. Peter, Peter, pumpkin eater, had a wife and couldn't keep her. He put her in a pumpkin shell, and there he kept her very well. Peter, Peter, pumpkin eater, had another and didn't love her. Peter learned to read and spell, and then he loved her very well. So in this case, you know, as I'm Google searching and trying to figure this out, the wife was unfaithful. He had a wife, but he couldn't keep her. Yeah, he couldn't keep her faithful because she didn't want to be kept. Just like some men also don't want to be kept. Okay? You can't keep them from cheating. All right? No matter what you do, what kind of games you try to play, try to become that vixen that you think he really wants, you know, role playing in the bedroom, jumping through hoops, believing that whatever you do is going to keep them from doing what they're going to do anyway, which is go outside the relationship. So in this case, the wife was the cheater. And what happened was, when it talks about a pumpkin shell, it was mentioned that there was a such thing as iron underwear. And these iron underwear were called pumpkin shells. They had a lock on them. When the wife put those iron underwear on, the husband had the key, and he would keep his key in his pocket. Now, wouldn't that be something if we had iron underwear today? We could just, hey, husband, put these underwear on when you leave out of here. You can have them off as long as you're in the house, but when you get ready to go, you better put these underwear on, okay? And I got the key. When you get back, I'll unlock you. What if the husband had that kind of authority too? Okay, wife, when you get ready to go out, you put these on. Yeah, we shouldn't have to go that far, y'all. Another explanation for this is that the wife was prostituting herself. She was just clearly a Jezebel, okay? And against the husband's wishes, or even the husband could have a Jezebel spirit. There's no gender there. Nobody wants their wife or their husband to cheat. Nobody wants their wife or a husband to prostitute themselves out, but some do. And what he ended up doing when it comes to saying that, you know, in a pumpkin shell he hid her well, in this case, that the husband unalived his his wife and put her remains in a pumpkin shell where he kept her well. All right. So those are two possible scenarios for horrible things that can happen, such as being found out. And then once the cheating is found out by that spouse or by that significant other, well, then they may want to take the law in their own hands, and it does not turn out well at all. Okay, so now let me go ahead and flip this over. Something in a person's mindset causes them to cheat. Understanding yourself, man or woman, it's important. You need to understand yourself. You need to know who you are and why do you do the things you do. What makes you tick, and why does it make you tick-tock like a bomb getting ready to go off? Go right off and cheat. Anytime something happens, instead of running around and finding answers in other people, going outside the relationship to a Judy or a Jody, my Judy, my Judy, my Jody, my Jody, it's not the answer. You're mad at your significant other and you go running to another for consolation or consoling. Blaming your significant other for your cheating behavior. Well, you made me do it. No, that spouse did not make you go out there and cheat. You went on your own, wife or husband. You went out there on your own and did what you did. Your significant other is not to blame. Take accountability for your wrong behavior. You should communicate and work things out with your significant other when issues arise. Just as simple as you could run yourself, man or woman, wife or husband, to another person and pillow talk about that mate that you have at home. You could lay your head on your own pillow beside your mate and talk out anything that you need to talk out and work it out without being unfaithful. Being committed and loyal to your mate is key. There is a need to be mentally, emotionally, and spiritually strong. If help is needed, seek out counsel from a spiritual counsel. If you have it in a church, use your pastor, or seek out a therapist for individual counseling, or seek out marital counsel for the both of you so that you both can get strengthened mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. The cycle needs to be broken, and it begins with working on oneself. You have to be careful too, because people's feelings are involved. Remember how I said that husband was just tired and sick and tired of that prostituting wife, and he decided he would just, hey, I'm just going to unalive you. I'm sick of it. My feelings are hurt. A crime of passion happened. A moment of insanity took place, and he unalived his wife. And it happens every day. There's nothing new about that. You can't go around playing with people's emotions. You can't go around messing over your spouse and then also messing with somebody else's husband or wife. And if you're found out, you think it's just going to go what? It's just going to be a laughing matter? There's no laughing going to be happening. So let's talk about, be careful, because a man or a woman can lose it and actually unalive a cheater and the one that they're cheating with. Okay? Let's go to Proverbs 6 here, and I'm going to read that really quick. And I'm going to start with verse 24 and read all the way up through 35. And I'm reading from the Message Bible. It says, "They'll protect you from wanton women, from the seductive talk of some temptress. Don't lustfully fantasize on her beauty." It's not your wife. Don't be fantasizing. Fantasize about your wife or your husband. Do not be taken in by her bedroom eyes. You can buy an hour with a whore for a loaf of bread, but a wanton woman may well eat you alive. Can you build a fire in your lap and not burn your pants? Can you walk barefoot on hot coals and not blister up your feet? It's the same when you have sex with your neighbor's wife. Touch her and you'll pay for it. No excuses. Hunger is no excuse for a thief to steal. When he's caught, he has to pay it back, even if he has to put his whole house in hock. Adultery is a brainless act. Use your brain. Think before you act. Adultery is a brainless act, soul destroying, self destructive. Expect a bloody nose, a black eye, and a reputation ruined for good. For jealousy detonates the rage in a cheated husband or even a cheated wife. They are wild for revenge, and he or she will not make allowances. Nothing you say or pay will make it all right. Neither bribes nor reason will satisfy him or her. And I added her there. Honor your marital vows which you said before others and God. Hebrews 13:4 says, marriage is to be honored by all, and the marriage bed kept undefiled, because God will judge the sexually immoral and adulterer. Call to action. Be faithful to your wife, husband, or significant other if you're in a monogamous relationship. So much can take place from a broken relationship, a broken home, STDs, children being born outside the marital relationship, all because you, man or woman, want to roam. Take your marriage seriously. Stay faithful if you're faithful. Stop cheating if you're cheating. Get your act together or leave the marriage or the relationship. It's wrong to stay and do another that way. I pray that whoever is listening to this message, if you are cheating, that you pay attention and make the necessary adjustments or leave that relationship. It's not fair. It's not right. And God doesn't like it either. You're not getting away with what you're doing just because somebody doesn't see it. Everything that is done in the darkness eventually comes to the light. And this is your warning to stop it. This is your warning. You've been told. And if you're doing right, keep doing right. God is proud of you if you're being loyal to your mate, your spouse, your husband, your wife. That's right. All right. And that is it. That is all. I just wanted to share that. Remember that God loves you and I do. All right. Peace and blessings. What? Until next time, everybody.